Oh, it's the shortened vein, yes. Alright, so it's an aggressive approach, target is gold.
Yeah, it's that time again. Let's hit it and be home in time for waffles.
All right, it's heist time. Let's get this money. Ready up, folks.
Okay.
All of our characters looking at, we're like looking down at the ground for some reason.
My character was looking right into my eyes. Those black holes that she calls eyes.
Right?
Let's go get this money.
Alright, next stop, the diamond mine. The driver's gonna torch this car as soon as you're inside.
Show me the money.
Cars along your
Systems.
Give me like 30 seconds to do something real fast. Okay.
You got about 15 for me to get there.
Speaking of course, actual driving accolades, my hives. Anyways, the calm before the storm. Running through contingencies.
What's up, guy? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all could have set that guy on fire. It would've been okay.
Down my back, oh yeah.
Thinking about it, but I was concerned about also lighting us on fire.
Oh, we're gonna. They're gonna torch this car once we get to the helicopter. Anyway.
Top it is.
Yeah, but I figure we don't want to go in, you know, partially damaged.
We'll drop you near your entry point.
Excuse me.
Going back to the car. God, this game is so weird sometimes.
Yeah. It's glitchy. It's buggy.
It's Rockstar.
It's Rockstar. Exactly. Exactly.
Actually, scratch that. The less said about my old pals, the better.
Jack.
He said he needed 30 seconds.
Oh. I thought he got dropped or something.
No.
Pushed out.
He's in.
We paid full price for this game.
Started watching Umbrella Academy today. Oh yeah, season 2 is on fire.
They dropped the new
Season 2, we're good. Season 2 dropped on Friday.
nice. Yeah, Crafty and I are still going through Babylon 5 slowly.
What, Babylon 5's on Netflix
No.
or something?
No. I have local copies of it.
Oh, I was about to say.
But yes, I've never actually seen the entire series. I only caught bits and pieces of it.
Oh, man. What season you on right now?
Middle of season 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, word of advice, season 5, just, you know, kind of didn't really happen.
Well, yeah, because they got told at the end of season 4 that they were not going to get renewed. And Straczynski was like, okay, I have to shift everything up a season now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was told at the end of season 3
Yeah.
that season 4 was going to be it, so that's why season 4 got kind of crushed, and then halfway through season 4 was like, oh, yeah, we really don't have anything in the bag, so can you make season 5? It's like,
Yeah.
He's like, you fuckers.
But that's how TV works, man.
I had a
That's how
plan.
TV works.
You fucked the plan.
I mean,
Yeah,
it could have been like, what was it? Supernatural. The writer for Supernatural had 5 seasons planned out, and then he's like, I'm done.
I'm
I
done.
don't have any more.
And
He
they're
actually
like,
had less seasons than that. He planned on only making 3 seasons, and then they're like, no, keep making more seasons for us.
Yeah.
So that's why it was extended into 5.
and then he was like, look, I'm really done. So look,
I gotta go make a real bad sci-fi show with the dude who made Heroes. It's gonna last about 6 episodes and then get canned.
yeah,
show is
but I mean,
that?
he still had executive producer creds on Supernatural, so it wasn't like he was complete.
Well, he was completely gone from the show. It's just that he was still making money from it.
Yeah. And Supernatural still going. I think it's doing its final season now.
I thought
Or
it did its final.
just did its final season.
GTA 5 Monday Night Normal. Played some of the 7 Days to Die on the furry server with Nathan. There's one trainer, because it's the NavGen map, in Fort.
Let's get this money.
All right.
Heck, because he was loose mic and all. Not a judgment, and he's welcome to unmute. Just
Yeah.
sounds like there was a background conversation that we weren't part of. That's all.
Well, it's still going. So
I just muted it so it wasn't in my stream.
Maybe I muted Pack only for me.
you only muted him for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's awkward.
It
I
happens.
thought since I had mod that it. Okay, Marcel and Jack are going down the shaft backwards.
I'm
Says you. I went down just fine.
just fine.
I've got a screen cap. I'll
Just-
send it. I'll share it later.
Just fine.
And Camero, nice that it's back on the Epic Store. Uh-oh. What did I just do?
Knock, knock, motherfuckers.
Okay, sorry. I had to mute Pack.
GTA seems to have frozen for me.
I don't like the sound of that, mate.
Yeah. There we go.
Collapse in. Come on.
Fun fact, you can put new armor on while you're doing the key card.
Well, wait, you're not frozen anymore. Hooray! You're heading the wrong way though.
Yeah, I know.
God. Okay, now we can go.
You know, it's amazing. You can be working together on the heist of a lifetime, and 10 seconds in an elevator is still awkward. After this, you should have a clear run to the vault. Hold up. The system here uses a 2-man rule. You'll need to scan the vault access cards simultaneously.
All right.
I got us covered.
3, 2,
I am
1.
in position.
You didn't,
Count
hear
it
the
off.
you didn't hear the countdown, did you?
No.
Set, swipe.
3, 2. 3, 2, 1. You fire it. 3, 2, 1.
Now everyone get through the man trap. Down the corridor.
Right. I'm gonna take this opportunity to put on armor.
Let's take this opportunity to ignore things.
The inner doors aren't going to budge
Yes, Camera, this is the casino heist. We are doing aggressive mode. And the target is gold.
Almost there. Come on, let's go. Looks like the guard at the vault room isn't there. Happy days.
Because
Because like always,
laxative.
Things laxative.
So the reason why there's no guard at the vault when you do this on anything other than the Big Con is because the other guards filled his coffee with a laxative. And you find that out when you do the Big Con and you do the group sex entrance.
Baby.
Boom, baby. Let's get
I'll hit
this
I'll
money.
hit doors.
Same.
cash.
No, it's gold.
It's gold.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see.
Try not to carry too much.
I'm gonna hit
The door to D,
I'm on H.
and then start picking E.
Putting the thermal on. Oh, it won't let me do it. Oh, there we go. All right, putting the
All right, I'm
thermal
off to A.
for F. H should be open.
Good to go. I'm grabbing E.
All right, heading back to H. I did get drills.
Yeah. Well, if we
Oh,
have
is this one broken again? No.
it's
okay.
always broken. I think.
No, this one's good. We're good.
Delta. That's broken.
Which one's broken?
I want to say it's hotel or golf.
Well, hotel is letting me get gold this time, so
I'm going
Okay.
Foxtrot.
I'm gonna move on Foxtrot. You may need to burn a door. No, golf,
I
you need to burn
burned
a door.
I burned
I'm burning the
Foxtrot.
door to golf, and then I'm gonna try and grab that.
Golf is the one that'll end up being broken. If you're not grabbing gold, start doing boxes.
That's what I'm doing.
Boxes while that burns.
1 minute.
That sounds like enough time for me to hit a box,
Questions.
a bank of
Favorite class in
boxes.
D&D and why? That's a good question, Camaro.
What was the question?
Favorite class in D&D and why?
My favorite class isn't in 5e.
Which one is
It
that?
did.
Sword
5e.
Mage.
Okay, golf is busted.
Sword Mage in 4e was my favorite. Followed closely by Swarm Druid.
Let me out of... Alright.
22 seconds. Get out of here.
I'm on the last box.
Camera, my favorite class
GTFO.
is Ranger because I'm a nerd and I enjoy bows and swords.
Rogue. I'm
The
continually.
sorcerer that I'm playing.
I'm frequently a rogue or a cleric. One or the other. Heart, I'm good. Now,
Alright,
2.5.
In 5e, I'm only playing one 5e character right now, and that's 3, 2, 1. And that is a grappling barbarian. I built it specifically around grappling, and it is fantastic. It pisses my GM off because I can pretty much body slam anything and hold it, and they have to break a grab check, which means they don't get to get up when I knock them prone. So I purposely use grapple and knock prone, which are special actions that people don't use, and I hold them in place and kick them repeatedly with spikes. It's great.
Camera, I'm not familiar with the revised Ranger. I'm not actually playing a Ranger in any games right now.
I'm currently playing a rogue that does things for the greater good.
Who forgets that he's doing things for the greater good.
Yeah, well.
I totally shot that guy in the dick. Stairs or elevator? Let's do... fuck it.
Elevator?
Elevator.
Elevator. I've already swiped it.
So Jack, I gotta figure out who I want to invite to be the other players for that idea. You are always my go-to because I know you're always down. Give me them headshots. Give me them headshots. All right, orange car as usual.
Cool. Let's see where we gotta go.
Seriously, get out of the building without taking a hit?
No, we took some hits.
We took a little bit.
We came out of the vault with about 253
3.
something.
It was
Chain
253.
25.
Yeah, it was 253. It was 253.8
is-
and something something.
Yeah, this is going incredibly well for.
Man, why y'all have to go and say that?
Yeah, now it's gonna spawn at the far side.
Nah, he's like, this
well,
is
that
going
is.
surprisingly well. Blah, 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 blah.
Is that the which? That's the middle field.
It's the
Okay,
middle
it's
field.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me them headshots. Another
Underwater
headshot.
Ninja Tigers.
Ooh.
Because sometimes the DM just says F you.
I mean, your GM should probably never actually just be like, "Fuck you." That's his bad form.
That's I will no longer be playing in your game, sir. You can fuck off. That's what that is. Headshots.
GMs have unlimited power in the game, so any GM it's like, I can easily do blah 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 blah. There's like that weird like thing that one of the things that I hated about being like a teenager and playing those games where you ran into a lot of people who are like, I have all of these great powerful things that I can do to you, and you're like, of course you can. You're the fucking GM. You're not bound by a point cost that like we are. So
Yeah.
whoop to fucking do. Yeah, you can make the ultimate mega dungeon that'll kill anybody.
Oh, nuts. I forgot I don't have Armin. I forgot we don't have car guns. Why do they not give you at least a pistol for the aggressive run?
I don't fucking know.
Reasons.
Next, when the X-Men come into the MCU, what would be your roster? Mine would be the OG team: Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, Jean Grey from the first one. That's a good question. I would have to swap out. I like Beast. That's a tough question.
I'm biased. X-Men 92.
I would like Nightcrawler to be on the team because I like Nightcrawler as a character.
I legitimately don't want the X-Men to be in the MCU. I think legitimately it'll weaken what's going on there to try and all of a sudden be like, now we're gonna have to try and introduce a bunch of characters that are quote unquote gonna be hated and feared, even though like we already did that storyline. We did it like 4 movies ago. We're already done. We don't have to do it. Just don't worry about it, guys. Just don't do these things.
Right, Pat. That is if it happens.
I mean, it's on the slate already. They're already talking about how like they're already writing the mutants into the story, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's happening.
Well, I mean, they have a very usable excuse, right? The snap mutated people, blah, 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 activated the gene, blah, blah, blah. Here we go, we have mutants now. It's very easy for them to bring them in with what they've done.
No, I got a better one. They should go Earth X with it, where like mutants are a response of the planet's immune system to fight Celestials, and then we have to fight Celestials.
Well, they have already introduced the Celestials with Guardians of the Galaxy 2, so yeah, that would be easy to do.
So there you go. And then you got to introduce the Fantastic Four back into it, so you can get Franklin Richards, so it can get really depressing when he becomes Galactus.
Yeah.
I just spoiled
When
Earth X, so
they
fuck all of
had
y'all.
to convince him to become Galactus. You gotta remember that they had to convince him to become Galactus because it was like, oh shit, we actually need Galactus. All right, Franklin, you're the only one with enough power to do this. Can you convince yourself that you're Galactus so you can become him, please?
Yeah. Yeah, you get that real sad part with Reed Richards where he's like, that's my son.
It would be a lot like everything going on right now, Cameron.
I did really like the idea that Reed Richards figured out how to stretch his brain to mimic other brains so that he could use Cerebro.
He did that in the manga-verse version of the Fantastic Four 2.
I never read
He used it to make himself smarter. He stretched his nerve cells in his brain to make more connections.
It's what they do in
Yes, because that's
4.
totally how your brain works.
It's how they do it in the Fantastic Four series that I think is just called 4. I think it was a Grant Morrison book where they're like, yeah, he it's not just that his and maybe something in the Ultimates as well had a weird thing with that, but it was like
Maker.
Not only can he stretch his body, but he can change what type of cells he's using, so he actually literally expands his brain.
Nice.
And Cog, we don't argue comic book logic because comic book
It doesn't make
writers
sense.
don't understand how magnetism works. So,
Or they understand really, really well how magnetism works, because magnetism can do most of the things that Magneto can do. There's a physicist that gives a lecture on it called Everything I Learned About Physics I Learned from Comic Books.
oh yeah,
Where he explains how you can use like magnetism and electricity to do a whole lot of things, and then also explains this is total bullshit though.
yeah.
But like his magnetic personality that he uses to hypnotize people with?
That's a golden age thing though.
Like most
Still
recently,
great.
he suddenly like, oh, I can teleport now. That's the thing I do.
So he doesn't teleport. He like something quantum entanglement.
So he quantum tunnels between two locations.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
something
much.
like that. Where it's like, well, I do control one of like the 4 primary elemental forces of the universe.
Yeah, no,
Which is what
there's a reason why he's an Omega level mutant.
Which is what, like, I think what's the guy who does the stuff with the gravity? Graviton.
Oh jeez, I don't know.
I don't even.
Wait, so does that suggest that there's a mutant that like can affect the weak nuclear force?
I'm gonna go with there is most likely a mutant that controls nuclear forces.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I vaguely remember what happens in Wolverine Havoc Meltdown. What's the villain in that one? Is that something to do with radiation related stuff?
I never read that one.
Oh, yeah, I gotta remember that one. That was a cool story. And cool
It's supposed to be a fucking great story.
I kind of want to read the current X-Men stuff that's going on with Kenosha and all that stuff.
Man, I've been reading Flash lately. If you want to talk about like how physics don't fucking matter in comic books.
With Wally freaking fusing with Dr. Manhattan and all that crazy shit going on.
No, I haven't gotten to that part yet. What? So Flash Rebirth, or the Rebirth in general, has like done fucking Wally West super dirty. Like they brought him back
super
just
dirty.
to do him dirty as fuck.
Dirty as fuck.
Because he's like, he shows up to be like, oh man, the whole universe is messed up and all screwy because someone did something, and I can feel they're doing stuff to the universe, and that's why we're missing 10 years and no one remembers who I am, etc., etc. Which is to say that just means that Dr. Manhattan is actually Jeff Johns. This fucking asshole.